What's good, superstars? Back with another VV video. You got Superstar Joe. You got the Superstar fam. And, oh, 1 second. Guys, did you just see that? I don't know what that was, but shout out to Jimbo Lee Lingo for giving me the Spidey sense glasses. Now I can shoot you guys in the intro. Guys, amazing, amazing stuff going on. I'm going to shout out your page in just a second, but the hair is all messed up now, but that's okay because that was worth it, and I'm going to have so much fun with these new glasses. I mean, I'm just going to be walking around outside. People are going to be like, Spider-Man, is that you? I think so. So very appreciative, obviously. Hall of Famer right there for sending me those glasses. And you guys have seen them before because it's all over his profile. But if you're new here, become a superstar. Do not forget, hit the bell notification so you know whenever we post. You can also become a superstar VIP, $2.99 a month. Get a nice star next to your name. First dibs on merch. Access to all our draw spreadsheets. We've been using those the last couple of videos. And star in the universe. Shout out to Juan Park or Jung Park. You gotta get in touch with me. I've put out a message on the YouTube community page. So go check that out and respond to me. Let me know your email, how I can send you the paperwork for the star. But definitely congratulations to you. And there's going to be another one this month, and then one after that, and the one after that. And we're just going to keep growing that constellation until we take over the universe. All right. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Discord. Description. There's Discord. I used one of your guys' shout out to Nazgul. I used your question today. I was able to get in the question on the Discord AMA that Veve ran. So we're going to get into that as well. And also P.O. Box, you can send us something cool. You don't have to do anything like this crazy, but anything that you make, even something you draw, and you can become a superstar Hall of Famer. Speaking of Hall of Famers, I'm going to pull that up here right now because we just got a new one into, we just inducted one right now. It is Jimbo Lee Lingo. As you can see, we are now twins. If we go out, if I wear a hoodie, you might not be able to recognize me. I put them on upside down the first time, but that's why it took me so long to get them on. I'm getting used to them. But looks like it's his everyday apparel over here. I just need to get the hood. I got the hood up like that and throw it up, and you won't even be able to tell the difference, I think. But again, shout out to Jimbo Lee Lingo. If you guys don't know, he is also the one who gifted us this. So he's been in the Hall of Fame, all right? He's been in the Hall of Fame. He's just securing his spot in there. But the VV logos he gave to a bunch of creators at DCon. It was great meeting him, his wife, his daughter, and just great human overall. Regardless of the gifts, we don't need any gifts, man. He bought a hat from the superstars. Like he's very, very avid supporter. So definitely go give him a follow. And he's very, very kind and has a lot of ideas. He was actually on VV Magic's channel. She did an interview of him, and I thought it was fantastic. So definitely go check that out as well on her channel. But yeah, definitely need to give Jimbo Lee Lingo the props for sure. Lots to talk about today, and so it's going to be a little bit all over the place because lots of different things were happening. The merge account article came out yesterday. I ended up doing it today, well, submitting. So there's a couple steps to the process. You got to go into this Medium article, make sure you're on the right place. Veve's Twitter is probably the best place to grab that link. Click the link. Inside the link, it will have you an article, and there's something you click here. Fill out the merge accounts form and click here. When you do that, it brings up this page, and you just got to put in your email. Actually, let's just do it here. You got to put in your email here, and you put in the one that you want to merge with, and that's it over there. So that should be easy enough for you guys. So that's the one way to do it. Then the other thing is you wait for them to send you something saying, okay, you're approved, and then you go on to, I believe, the Veve web app for the account that you're trying to send over. So not your main, but the other one. And then on the right side where they got those 3 dashes, it should say merge accounts or something should come up in there. You put in your details. You got to do 2FA on both accounts, I believe. So that's how you don't just, like, I can't just put like merge me with David Yu. They would give him a 2FA and he'd be like, nah, I'm not doing this. So definitely they got those processes in place. A little bit, I don't know, a little bit simpler of a process than I thought it would be, but it is what it is. So definitely, if you want to merge accounts, I think there's a deadline. Yeah, the 30th of April is the deadline. So get it in before, at least submit that first part, and then they're going to roll through it, I guess, manually. So that might be why there might be a little bit of a of a time delay. But I'm curious to see once people start getting to do it. I went to go look at my other account and I had like a bunch of gems. So I was like, oh, these are going to be spent nicely. And then it had me thinking, so maybe we got to do a video on what I think will happen following the merging of accounts. Will it make the market go up because of all these extra gems? Do I think the market will go down because extra collectibles being listed? I do a little bit of analysis in my own head. We've done a little bit of one before, a little bit earlier on, but now that we're getting closer, maybe it's time to update those thoughts. We talked about this yesterday, the Battlestar Galactica emblem, February 8th. Anyone who's supposed to get it and didn't get it or got it late or whatever, that is happening on February 8th. So definitely take a look out for that. Hopefully the airdrop goes smoothly for you guys. We had a community update from this Green Heart VV people. Obviously, we know about the rebranding by now. I'm going to get into it in just a second. Black History Month for VV, and they are starting it off with a big comic, if you didn't know, but this is the other comic that's coming out. This one here actually is coming out Friday. This is the Uncle Scrooge, so another Disney comic, but the big news, I don't know if it's here yet. This is another thing from that drop. Here's the other one. So first appearance of Black Panther, really big book. Comics and Crypto was very hyped about it. Obviously, it's I think they said like the highest grade. It goes for like $87,000. So it's a Grail book, and it features exclusive rare and ultra rare covers by Trevor Von Eden. But to me, the rare and the ultra rare don't really look too exclusive. I mean, they look pretty much the same, but just different color variants. But maybe it's a little bit. But I can't tell. You can't tell the ultra rare too much, but they look pretty much like how the original comic came out back in the day, where you just had different color variants. I guess you got the Human Torch looking a little bit different on there, a little bit more 3D, maybe more modern on the ultra rare. So cool to see. I like when they do kind of an updated take on the original. So that is the Black Panther first appearance comic book, and that is coming out on Sunday. So we're getting a Sunday comic, which is rare. Yeah, so we're gonna get Uncle Scrooge on Friday, but then a heavy hitter in Fantastic Four number 52. I want to go through this in a bit, and we're gonna pull up Superstar Money account. Again, I wanted to pull this up again. This is Omi Daily Burn. He copied and pasted this note here, which is from the merge article, and it says, we recommend that you download your transaction history from the accounts you're merging, as this will not be available after the merge. So all you got to do for that is go to omi.vv.me, log in with your credentials, do the 2FA. It's going to show your VV transactions and going to show your OMI transactions. So you're going to want to go to that VV transaction section. First of all, make sure your OMI on the one you're transferring is 0. So make sure you transfer that all out and into the other account or your wallet or whatever. But when it comes to the VV account, you click transactions, and then there's a CSV you can download. I've already done it for both accounts. I did it on both sides. Make sure we had a screenshot right at the time that I did the merge request. So that is done, and I think you should do it too. And obviously, Omi Daily Burns recommending it here. Shout out to Jeg. Obviously, you guys have seen this art around. If you're in the Twitter community, he did a great collage with the old VV logo, I guess you can call it. But he's getting representation at NFT Factory Paris, which is pretty huge and good exposure for V. Like, look at that. Look at the 3D-ness here. And you're going to see a bunch of VV fam stuff at this exhibition. So he's spreading the word of the VV fam. And at the same time, his artwork is getting a platform. So shout out to Jeg for all the hard work you guys seen, always posting his art. And this stuff takes time, and it's great. It looks great. This is incredible. So congratulations to you, Jeg. The rebranding, I guess before I get into it, Alex G put this out. VV official now. You can represent it with a blue heart in your name. As you can see at the top here, we have updated from the gem, which I had the gem representing VV. But now they've nailed it down as a heart. So the heart is there, and the O is ecomi for OMI token. So if you're holders of collectibles, maybe you want the heart. If you're holders of the OMI token, maybe you want the circle. If you want both, maybe you put both. I don't know. Maybe there'll be an update on these as well. You never know. But to me, the biggest thing of the branding, and we're going to get into it, but they're trying to be a little bit Superstar Money-ish, and we will get right into that once I pull up that stuff there. But you can kind of see it here already. They're doing their new branding, and look at the colorway. Like, look at that. Maybe we should pull back up their Twitter in just a second, because we're gonna start to get into some of the beefiness here. Yeah, so let's do that. So VEVE's Twitter. First things you notice is that color scheme is beautiful. Like the beautiful color scheme. You got the blues, you got the purples, almost like a little bit of an ombre. Where have we seen that before? Maybe it is on the Superstar Money logo. Maybe it's on the Superstar Money hats. I don't know, but that's one thing. They're trying to be Superstar Money branding. But at the second thing that is really curious to me is that they went with this heart shape. And where else do we see a heart? I mean, what else was ever presented to VV Fam and shown to them at DCon? But the All Love heart from the Superstar Money shirts, right? So we wore this all weekend at DCon. It's a little bit, it's got the 2-day smell, you know, when you wear something for 2 days in a row. But we brought the heart out. We brought the colors out. I mean, where is our cut video? What is going on? Nobody told us you guys were going to be just ripping us off like this. No, I'm just joking. But a lot of people being a little bit hesitant on the new rebrand. I'm not going to lie. I don't mind it. I don't mind the logo. I don't mind the new writing. I know that's unpopular opinion from what I've seen on Twitter, but I don't mind it. Obviously, we put it on some of our merch, a heart. The colorway is my thing. I mean, I don't really like the one on YouTube where it's orange. But I mean, I like the new updated vibe, and I like how everything meshes and everything's got the same clean look. I got more thoughts that we will get into in just a second. This was something, Bob Sales, one of the people. So if you guys remember back at DCon UK, a lot of people got tattoos. I think there was a tattoo convention going on next to the DCon. And it ended up that a bunch of people who went to get VV tattoos with this original logo here. There's a picture. Someone put up a picture somewhere. I'm sure you've seen it, but a bunch of people with all VV logos on their arms. They were able to get a gold and silver logo card. Obviously, they were more ample back then, but this is the beginning of them kind of pulling it back. So it was like, to get one, you had to do something kind of crazy. And it seems like in the UK, I don't know if it was actually an official rule or not, but a bunch of people got logos because they got tattoos of the VV logo on their arm. Now, some will say you got your money, you got your value because you got the VV logo card, but you're also branded now with a brand that is no longer the same. And I wonder if at the time VV knew about this rebranding. I heard on Spaces, Alex said it was in the works for a couple of months. Did it start after DCon UK? I don't know. That's obviously like 6-7 months ago now. But I mean, that's kind of wild. If you ended up getting like the old logo and now you got the new logo, I can see a bunch of people being a little bit upset. And obviously, Bob Sales says the fact that I have this tattooed on my arms means you should change it back. So he's got like personal interest in them changing the logo back. I don't know. I understand the frustration from the people who got tattoos on their arm, even if they did get like thousands of dollars from their logos. So obviously this was funny because a lot of people think the logo looks like a dating app. People I see all over saying their girlfriends or their husbands are getting upset because they see this heart app and they keep clicking on this heart app on their phone. And why are you going on dating app? What are you doing? And let me see your phone. That's what they're all saying right now. And it made me laugh because, I mean, I feel like our videos right now are like The Simpsons. Like, you know, The Simpsons, how everything that happens in real life, there's an episode of The Simpsons for that. I feel like we got that with our videos. If there's ever something that comes up and you've seen a video title that we've done before, let us know. But look at this one here. VV is the future of online dating. We're just telling the future here. You got Tinder, you got Bumble, and you got VV right underneath it. A little bit of a different context, but I'm trying to see if what day we did this. This was, look at us over here. This is 9 months ago. So it took them 9 months to take into account our video, which is cool. But look at Rob over there, guys. By the way, so many comments last video. When Rob, how's Rob? Where's Rob? Guys, Rob, honestly, we all know he is dealing with some family emergency stuff. He has priorities right now. He has to be certain places to help out and deal with things. He's been doing it for a month and a bit now, actually over a month of every single day. Obviously, we know his work ethic and his attention to details and all that stuff. So obviously we're still praying for him. Our thoughts are with him, but he's not going anywhere. This channel is 50% Rob's, and it will always be that way. We're never going to have that bad blood, nothing like that. So he is just going through something. He's dealing with his stuff, and we're just holding it down over here until then. I've had a lot of people reach out trying to come through on the channel and do some collabs. It's just been like really hectic, obviously, doing a bunch of this stuff on my own, trying to get the giveaways done. A lot of people reaching out to do other giveaways. So I'm trying to get it all together and figure it out. But yeah, I definitely want to have a bunch of people on here in the meantime while we wait for Rob's return. So hopefully you guys understand now, like, he'll be back. He's not gone forever, but he is dealing with some stuff. So we got to give him a space and let him take care of business. Okay, where was I? So yeah, so Sarah Jean puts out the tweet about it being a dating app, and obviously we have a video about it being a dating app. So I want to see if you guys ever notice something like that in the future. Definitely bring it to our attention. One of the things that was mentioned in the community update by Mr. David Yu was that we will be getting some classics on Veve. One of those was Rambo. So Ed, the comedian that he is, comes out with Rambo in a Lambo. Are we going to get them on the same day? Are we going to get them back-to-back days? Was David Yu just saying Rambo the whole time when we were at Decon and then just driving a cool car like this, like Rambo in the Lambo? I have no idea, but I think that that would be cool if you get Rambo and the Lambo. Is it going to just be posters, though, for Rambo? Like, how are they going to do these classic movies? I mean, RoboCop, that's one thing. Like, you get like a robot that you replicate. We've seen Veve with some of the human aspects and real life looking people. Elektra, I mean, we can name a bunch of them. Like, even all the new Marvel stuff that is not with masks, not the best work, but I'm curious to see. I mean, Revo was pretty cool from the Star Wars, but obviously Obi-Wan, a lot of people not liking that. It's that stare, like it's the stare, that the dead stare that people don't really like. So I'm curious to see how they do Rambo. I mean, that'd be cool though. We put this tweet out in honor of Jag getting into the NFT Factory Paris. It was something, if you retweeted it and you commented 2 friends' names, Jag is going to give away 2 of those NFT posters, or 20 of those NFT posters. The first 20 people, all he's going to do, I guess, is go through the comments and look at the first 20 timestamps, and those will be the people that get dropped the NFT. I guess he'll reach out to you. That's how he told us to do it. So I said they will reach out to you and send the prize direct. He told me tomorrow. So tomorrow they're going to reach out to you to get that done. And if they don't, we're going to make sure that they do. Veve puts this out, feeling good about the new look. How about another fire drop announcement? And then, of course, we got the Black Panther first appearance comic book. Shout out to Eva. Veveversity is back doing the summaries of the community updates again. One of my favorite places to get those summaries. It looks like Veve did their own this time, so maybe we'll use that one today. But I just wanted to show you guys, if you want another outlet for, actually, I think she was quicker than Veve today to get it out. So if you want something quick, if you miss it, if you ever miss it, it's a great follow to get into there. I thought this was hilarious. Gastu saying Veve logo evolution, obviously the OG logo. This one here, I feel like just happened, where we went to the blue with the white. Again, not well received, but this one here is getting a lot of hate. I don't mind it. Like I said, I don't mind it. And then soon that's going to be the one for next year, he's saying. But again, we see a theme here going from original colors all the way into superstar money territory. I mean, it's just something that people get drawn to. It's the type of thing that you see it and you want to have a piece of it. And we get it. We get it, Veve. I mean, even the heart, we get it. We just want to make sure that we get our credit where credit is due. You know, it's just like a legal thing now at this point. And here is the Veve recap, which I'm going to pull up once we get to the meat and potatoes. We got Fanny Carbonell talking about it being a dating app as well. As you can see here, swipe right for yes, swipe left for no. Electra's on the no side. That made me laugh. I had a chuck. Even Thor. This was cool too to see. Like, people complaining about the rebrand. Some of the biggest brands rebrand all the time. So shout out to Veve Knight for putting this up, and just says, I'm just going to leave this here. And you see DC evolving throughout the years. I mean, not too sure about this 2012 logo sticker being peeled off. But yeah, I mean, look at the evolution. People probably weren't happy every time that they changed the logo. And that's something that we're seeing now with Veve. But obviously, there's other reasons why people are unhappy. I want to get to it. So this is the last thing I think on the Twitter. Look at this from Comics and Crypto. Just putting this portal in the middle of the beach. And he says, can't wait until we'll be able to walk into our Veve official vaults in AR and visit the masterpieces created by the Vault Alt. Can you imagine that you're able to just walk through this portal using your AR glasses and just looking around at something that Ed put together or that Veve Vault creator put together? Any of these crazy Fro Ecomi, all these people who are massively creative. Look at that. And then out there, you're back. This is blowing my mind. This is blowing my mind. I had to post it. I saw this actually right before we filming. So incredible. This is what's going to change the game, when you're going to be able to do this AR stuff and submerge yourself. I think that's ridiculous. All right, so let's go back to the recap here. Let's maybe hit it one by one. I want to use the Veve one just because I want to say I feel the same way despite their own summary here, because this is what they wanted to get out to us. This is how they wanted us to interpret it. So Eva Veveversity has her own interpretation, but this is Veve's interpretation of what it was about. Obviously, they also had the Discord AMA, and on there I asked something that I didn't think was answered in this community update, which was for the payout. We understand that we have wire back, but obviously, Mitch, you ran a poll and the result was overwhelming. Do not go back with wire. But here we are back with wire. I said, are we going to get another provider? Because clearly the fam does not trust wire. I understand why you guys did it, to bring it back so we have the liquidity back in the market. But I said, is it underway? What's going on? And he mentioned that they are looking into it still, and they are definitely looking to have more than one option. They do not want to be tied to only one provider. So I thought that was pretty cool. Obviously, I'm not going to get any timelines from that question, but I wanted to make sure that it wasn't, okay, wire's back, on to the next thing. I wanted to make sure that we keep them accountable, and I'm definitely planning on asking again and again and again as time goes on, because I want to make sure that we're taken care of, and this doesn't happen again if something were to happen with one of the providers. So yeah, that AMA was cool. It was all about future of Veve and different things they can do to improve the app. A lot of talk about technical things, about like using your stuff offline when you don't have service or something like that. There's all these other things about improving the app. So obviously, great to see them taking in community feedback. It was supposed to be like an extension of their advisory committee, so that was cool. Some people were kind of upset though that there were some creators that got to ask some questions, but I think it's necessary. We have a community. The Discord is where I got the question from, and there's people in the Discord, and there's people who watch these videos who maybe aren't as brave to stand up there in front of 300 people and ask the question. So I think if you don't allow the creators to bring their questions forward, maybe those questions are never asked. So when you go up there and you're like, oh, I keep hearing Superstar Money ask a question, I keep hearing these guys ask a question, you got to understand, we're asking questions on behalf of the community that may not have the courage to go up and ask those questions. So before you get all upset that we're asking questions, I think that you got to understand where they're coming from before you can make those accusations. So I think that Veve, you have to continue to let the creators up to ask questions, because we also take in so much feedback. We put a video every single day. We get comments every single day. We're interacting on Twitter. We're interacting on Discord. We're interacting everywhere with the fam. So we're very well connected to the pulse, and we understand what people want to know, and we're not scared to ask those questions. So we really appreciate if we keep getting opportunity to ask questions. And so far, they have let us do that. And this one, we had to wait. We were called up right near the end, and that's fine. We don't mind. We're patient, and we're going to always be supporting and listening the entire time, and hoping that we'll be able to get up there and give you guys a voice who maybe don't have the courage to do that, and we'll continue to try at least. So now back to the community update, which if you haven't seen it already, it is on Veve's YouTube page. Their YouTube page is basically that heart, but it's got an orange logo. So the first thing that they talk about in the video is the collectors at heart. So that's their new slogan, and they've rebranded to advance the mission and Veve and the vision of Veve of building collectors at heart. So they obviously keep pushing the idea that it's a collector's app. I think it's great. It's great branding. I like the branding. I like the colorways. I like the uniformity. The one thing that I don't like is the timing. I don't think that this was the time or the place to announce this, especially when you just missed a massive deadline. Like, there was a huge deadline, Christmas time. We're going to have Christmas presents of MCP. You brought merge. You got the merge in before this. Well, not fully, but you got the article out and you got the steps started. So I'm going to give you that. You got the search bar. I'm going to give you that. But that MCP is one that is like trolling you guys. And it's been trolling you guys for 2 years here. And I just think that the rebrand is like, some people are taking it the wrong way. I'm fine with it, but I think some people are taking it as a slap because they're waiting to get this MCP going. People have been stacking items. They've been just feel like they've been lied to. And I just don't know if it was handled perfectly. We're going to get to it when we get to the Master Collector program here. But I think the timing, I think if MCP is weeks away from when we had that last update, I think we wait until we get the MCP out and then we do this, especially like we're not, I understand 2023 year of marketing, but we've also heard not marketing in a bear market or not going to be doing things in a bear market to waste money or whatever, waste resources. Looks like this took a lot of resources to get the rebrand done. It's cool. Like, honestly, I really love it. I just don't know, like, even if you did it in the background and then come out with everything and then say, okay, here's our new brand, like something like that. Because then even when you do that update on the app, it's cleaner, it's smoother. One thing I did notice is they got the updates on the web app. They got it on the phone now. The app is the heart or whatever, but the colorway, like it's just a logo change, but the color is still the old VV color. When you highlight things, it's this baby blue. Is that going to get updated? Like, we want uniformity everywhere. It's almost like, okay, we got this thing, we got to do it, so let's push it out everywhere. Is this going to change? I'm not 100%. But anyway, continue. Development cycles. They were a little bit clearer on development cycles. People had questions like, are we getting things every 2 weeks? Product delivery cycles are ramping up and will translate to new app features and updates released regularly. So what they said is every 2 weeks they do some coding stuff, really high level, or I don't know if it's high level is the right word, but over my head type of discussion. But basically they're doing things, and he's saying that they were doing it more. Mitch was saying they're doing it more often than expected, which is good. So they're ramping up. Things are getting done quicker than expected, except MCP, obviously. But there's other things that are happening. For example, phase 1 of search is live. It is now live, by the way, on iPhone as well. I know that there's a lot of people who might not have known that. Maybe the update or the announcement for it was not as clear. I didn't see it everywhere like I did when it first came to Android and to the web app. So it is on all platforms. It is phase 1, and Mitch did say that there will be more phases because obviously there's bugs, but he said anything was better than what they had, and he's 100% right. So I'm happy that we have the new search, and that is applause to Veve. So I'm happy that came through eventually. And we have that merge accounts. We know that the application form is live. I want to see some merging. I want to see that move forward. I don't want it to be like, okay, you've sent in your applications. Now it's 3 months until we get to the merge accounts. I do think that we're going to have some waiting time here because it seems like it's a lot of manual work. And then it's like manual work just to get the approval, because I guess they got to look into your background, make sure you're not sus. And then once you actually do get the approval, then it's on you to go and click the merge button and do all that stuff. And I guess it's instantaneous after that. Or he said it's like 24 to 48 hours for the actual process, but I think the process starts right away once that happens. So hopefully hashtag soon and not hashtag soon. Next one, Master Collector program. They touched on it, and that's all they did. They said testing in progress for phase 1. Point calculations and ranking. So we already knew first phase, we're going to just be getting like some kind of leaderboard. It's going to give you your points. You're going to have something that, or actually this was the thing maybe where you had to calculate. Yeah. I think Master Collector program was where Dan said it was like 24 to 48 hours to get your calculation. Merge accounts, who knows how long that's going to take, if it's going to be instantaneous, not 100%. So don't quote me on that one. But Master Collector program, Dan said it's like 24 to 48 hour process to calculate your points. All right, cool. What happened? Why are we here? Like, why are we delayed? Why did not come out? Like, why were you so certain it was coming out on Christmas or Christmas present? And then we understand from Mitch, okay, it got delayed. It's going to be weeks. Now we're into month number 2, all right? It's not been weeks. It's been months now, technically. And they even kind of joked at that it's still technically weeks, yeah, but it's also technically months now. And we said it wasn't going to be months. So why are we here? I think that is something that was not answered. I think that's something that should have been answered, especially if you're going to be rolling out this entire new branding package, showing that you've used so many resources to get your brand all changed up. I think Master Collector program, which a lot of people have been banking on, been waiting on, and it's just been getting kind of pushed on the side here. It's been priority for who knows how long. I think you didn't give a good enough explanation when it comes to the MCP and where you are in the process. I'm sure you got to do beta testing. I'm sure you got to do all that stuff. I think it wasn't detailed enough. I wanted to know why you were delayed. I wanted to know why we missed the deadline, and not just be told, okay, we missed the deadline and we're delayed. Why? Why are we delayed? Like, give us that trust factor. Just be honest. Like, okay, this guy didn't show up. He had COVID. He had some vacation planned. He had a baby. Like, let us know what happened. Why are we delayed? Because that's where the trust is built. When you give honest answers, like, this is why, this is what happened. This thing didn't work. We tried this code. It didn't work. This is what's happening. Like, this list, we put the list out and there was 7 guys' names in a row. Same guy. Like, what's going on? Why is this happening? We want to know. The sky is falling. We want to know those types of things. I understand you don't got to tell us, but we want to know so that we have that trust built. And then, like, I think if you just give that explanation, people will be cool with it. People will be like, okay, you know what? Like, they tried it. This is happening. This thing's falling off. The points weren't adding up. Something's wrong. Like, just be honest. Give that reason, and people will be happy about it. We got more info about the wait list. Wait list will follow MCP delivery as a key priority, designed to make drops more fair on a global scale. We even hear Dan say that there is some latency effect for people in other countries. So people who've been speculating on that, congratulations. It is now official that it hasn't been a fair game for you guys. So very glad to hear that we'll be getting a fair game across the board. Hopefully, waitlist is better than the DC Palm waitlist, because I hate that thing. I hate that thing. So I'm curious to see. But this whole AMA for me comes back to MCP and how there was not a good enough explanation on why we were delayed. CryptoPay Wire is officially back online and payout is reinitiated, addressing issues with CryptoPay before resuming testing. This is why I asked the question. I wanted to know that Wire is not going to be our only solution. I wanted to know that they're still pursuing other things. We need to have more than one payout option, and the family wanted it. That's why Mitch's poll was received that way. It's just like the fact that there was no mention of that kind of bothered me too. Like, you put out a poll, you asked the question, people said don't go with Wire. You go with Wire and you don't mention why, or if you're going to be coming out with something else. That's how I felt about that. KYC and marketing, exploring moving KYC further down the user journey to make it easier for new users, onboarding and current marketing initiatives. I get it. It's hard to bring users in if you got a KYC. You got to do all that stuff. And I know, I get it. You want to let them go for the drops, but not use the marketplace. So you go for the drops, but you can't sell it, so you hold it in your wallet. It's good because it brings money in for Veve. But then I don't know. I kind of like it because it'll help bring people in. But then you have that money, like you have a bunch of stuff that's like almost locked up, and you never know when it's going to re-enter into the marketplace. So then the market will kind of be affected. You get what I'm saying? But I think you got to do it. At the end of the day, I think you do have to move the KYC down the line to help bring in people, and it'll help the marketing team do their job. So I think it'll work out, and it'll be a learning curve. It's going to be a video where we're going to say, how's this going to affect the market? But yeah, definitely cool to hear that they're thinking about that at least. Content update, several upcoming brand IP announcements, including new comic publishers, artists, and digitals. New comic publishers? DC Comics? Are we going to do? No, I don't know. But more digital stuff coming, more artist stuff coming. We also heard that Corey from Veve and 3 going to be putting out a bunch of videos and stuff like that very, very soon. So really, really cool. A lot of the stuff in the update was cool. All right. It was cool to see the new branding. It was cool to see that. I just didn't like the optics of MCP and the things that have been delayed, or the things that have been asked, like the Wire stuff. Just more details on those types of things that people are going to be wanting the questions of. You got to have that type of connection to the community to know that they're going to want to know answers to, are we getting another payout provider? They're going to want to know, why is MCP delayed? Like, I just feel like that's the easiest one. MCP is delayed because this broke. This computer blew up. It went on fire, flames everywhere. The building almost caught on fire. Sprinklers came, fire department came. Like, just tell me that story. And I'll be like, you know what, you got another month. Take care of the business, put out the fires, and then come back and give us another update in February. That's what I think needs to happen. Guys, let me know what you think. It's been a little bit of a longer video, but wanted to make sure we touched on every single thing. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button, become a superstar, hit the bell notification. You can see whenever we do these great community update reviews. You can also become a VIP member, hitting the join button underneath the video on mobile and on your PC or on your Mac, and you're gonna get access to a bunch of drop spreadsheets. I posted all my buys and sells. I did a little bit of a different format today for those people. So if you go on the YouTube community page, members, you can see it. And I did a lot of work. I want to know what you guys think about that too. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Jimbo, for my eyeglasses, and we'll see you in the next one. I love you. Bye.